Thank a Local Leader campaign. The efforts connects directly to the 2016 Chamber Breakfast, which is coming up on March 31st, where Captain Sully Sullenberger will address the crowd on limitless leadership. That's the topic coming up on March 31st at the Rimrock Auto Arena. If you want details on getting involved in limitless leadership and how you can nominate through the Avitas group and thank a local leader, check out the Chamber of Commerce Facebook page. Healthy Kids Day at the YMCA in Billings is coming up on April 30th. That's the big day, 11 to 2, at the Billings Family YMCA. The Billings Wolves will be there signing autographs as well as taking pictures. There'll be no joiners fees for the day. And check out the $50 coupon off of campus and lots of fun activities, too, for the kids and families. It's free, too. Again, that's Healthy Kids Day at the YMCA in Billings on April 30th from 11 to 2. And a while away, next month, April 30th, make arrangements and plan on walking for Billings MS Walk, the annual event. The walk begins at 10 a.m. at the St. John's campus off of Shiloh. Accessible parking is available. And just so you know, they walk rain or shine. It's always a great event. Check out Walk MS vendors and sponsors of the event as well. Walk MS Billings raised over $78,000 every year, and they thank you for being part of that achievement in advance. Again, Walk MS Billings is coming up April 30th at St. John's Pavilion. The What's Going On segment is courtesy of Bighorn Inspection. Log on to bighorninspection.com.
Livin Large Larry Live.
Have you been able to check out the new location of Keystone Mortgage? Now, they're on a roll. They got a great new location. I almost said great big location. It's huge. It's like triple the size of their Heights location, Keystone Mortgage. Check them out across from the pub station in downtown Billings. Replay of a talk we had with the Keystone Mortgage crew about real estate, mortgage rates, and that industry here at livinlargelarry.com on the TuneIn smartphone app and YouTube, the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana. All right, Angel Viren and Laura, that is right, Viren?
Yes.
Angel
yes.
Viren and Laura Shaka. Love that last name, from Keystone Mortgage. Our replay sponsor of our show here, Livin Large Larry Live, Keystone Mortgage. First of all, let's talk about the new digs across from the pub station. Downtown
It's
Billings.
amazing.
Yeah.
We are all set up in our new building. All of our remodeling is finally all done. Just got a little touch-up paint and stuff like that, but it's so nice in there, and we're all spread out and not sitting on top of each other anymore, and hired out a few more employees to help our clients, and it's been really
compared
good.
to the old Keystone Mortgage location, what's the size difference? I mean, I know, but the listeners might not know.
We went from 800 square feet to 4,500 square feet.
Well worth it.
So very, very much. And we were able to, we had some employees like Laura who was working from home, and now she's got her own office and all that good stuff, and was able to hire on a few more employees to just keep the process for our clients going really smooth.
I had a friend of mine on Facebook yesterday say that he lives in Billings, but he has a home in Florida. Maybe you saw it on Facebook. I don't know. I think I tagged you guys in it. He was asking to look into maybe refinancing his home in Florida. If you don't do that through Keystone Mortgage because you're in Montana, is there recommendations that you can make to customers that call for things like that?
Yeah, we are hooked up with brokers all around the world.
Okay.
I actually go several times a year to different conferences and things like that, and so I really feel out different brokers, different lenders from all across the nation. And so even if we are not licensed, we actually licensed in quite a few states, but if we're not licensed in that particular state, then we can find a broker for you or a lender down there for you that's really reputable to work with. Mm-hmm.
Do me a favor. His name is, he's with the Marines here in town, in Billings. Milton, just look up Milton Candelaria on my Facebook page. I've tagged you guys in it. If you can lend a hand, that'd be great. All right. Keystone Mortgage, Angel Viren with us, and Laura Shaka. Laura came in as, is it marketing manager, essentially?
Yep.
Laura, and how long ago, and how's it changed to Keystone Mortgage?
Oh gosh, I started last May, and we have blown up. People just have finally found the value in Keystone Mortgage and as a mortgage broker themselves. We don't have origination fees, underwriting fees, application fees, any of that other stuff. And our loan officers, I would have to say, are probably the best in the area. They know what they're doing. We we can offer everything where people aren't stressing out trying to fit into packages. We tailor it for them.
You took a break, Laura, actually, from the working world. Did Angel talk you into coming back to work? Or what?
Yes, she did.
It was a good thing, though, right?
It was. I love it. I really do. I missed working. I loved being home, I'm not going to lie.
Sure.
Who doesn't love being stay-at-home
Yeah,
mom?
right.
But, no, she did talk me into it, and I feel like it was the best time to come back, and I love the company I work for.
All her littles are in school and stuff now, too.
Yes,
So.
finally.
So with the marketing approach to Keystone Mortgage, a new building for you guys downtown Billings, great location, by the way.
Thank
And I
you.
stopped by a couple of weeks ago. Easy parking. We during our meeting for advertising, we talked about the parking deal. Actually, it's pretty convenient around
There's
that area.
4 spots right
Yeah.
in the front for our clients, and we actually have quarters right on our front desk. So if people need to plug their meter, they can come in, grab some quarters.
Wow.
We make it super easy. Yeah.
Nobody does that.
Yeah.
No?
Leaves quarters on one's desk to help with parking.
Right.
And you won't
So-
send us a bill for that, though.
No.
Got that.
And we tell you when you call for your appointment and everything is, if you need some quarters, come on in. We'll give you some to plug your meter with. So.
So with the inception of Laura Shaka on staff here, how has Keystone Mortgage changed their image or personality?
My forte is obviously the lending. I've been doing it for so long. I started as just a processor back in the day, and I was actually, where I'm different than a lot of other loan officers, I was actually an underwriter at one point in time. So I was the person behind the desk, behind the scenes, approving those loans and putting those loans together. Now I'm on the front side of it, actually structuring those deals, and I know what works, I know what doesn't. I know how to argue with underwriters. I know the tricks and the tips and all that kind of stuff to actually really make a file. Even, I've had people say, I should have came to you first. I went to 5 other lenders and everybody told me it wasn't possible. And I'm like, no, it's possible. We'll do this, we'll put you here. Boom, you're a homeowner. And so that's what I like to do. And I like to stay on top of the guidelines and all that stuff. And so bringing Laura into the fold was really a key thing because we are a really, really great brokerage. We really put a lot of packages together. We look for niche programs. We look for things to help everybody. But getting the word out about that is a whole nother thing. And when you're busy helping clients and trying to stay on top of making sure your clients are 100% taken care of, the marketing falls to the wayside. So that's where I actually did Laura's mortgage. That's how I met her. And she had been to a couple other banks, and they were saying because of her husband's work history, he used to be a firefighter, then he was in the oil field, blah, 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 blah. They couldn't do anything for her.
And our other house. We own another home.
Right.
They owned another home in Arizona and on and on. And she got referred to me by her real estate agent. Just try her and see if she can do anything. And boom, homeowner.
Well, Laura
So-
recommended you to Carrie and I as well, and we're gathering some paperwork, and we're looking into refinancing just to
Yeah.
bring that mortgage payment down a little bit because we have some expenses with the new business and all that, and we can make it work. All kinds of Blinds and Billings temp check. This morning, snow in Billings, Montana. Yeah, imagine that. And 29. Our replay sponsor on Livin Large Larry Live is brought to you by Keystone Mortgage in their new location, 248-7124. And you can check them out and visit them at 2442 First Avenue North. They're right across from the pub station in downtown Billings. Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. Keystone Mortgage.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Red Line Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
And away we go. We are live and local. Billings, Montana, the Red Line Computer Studios. And Livin Large Larry live at livinlargelarry.com. On YouTube this morning. Morning to you. We also have just an audio player there. If you don't want to watch us on YouTube, that's fine. There's an audio player next to that. You click on the Listen Now button on the homepage of livinlargelarry.com. Yeah, snow this morning in Billings. It's maybe the fourth time since November it's snowed here. Seems like it anyway. But in any event, it's good to have you along with the World Wide Web audience. We're on TuneIn on your smartphones. The TuneIn free mobile download, free app for you. Check that out. Our Billings area forecast from Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors at 1925 Grand Avenue. She'll listen to your needs. Jade will show you properties meeting your specific criteria and in your price range. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, MontanaProperty.com. A little bit of snow, rain and snow mixed. Possibility of that, a slight chance for the rest of the day off and on anyway. Not real warm today, about 48, 53 for Thursday, and then between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday between 50 and 60 in Billings. And an expanded look at the forecast, log on to livinlargelarry.com, click on the weather button there. Forecast on the show from Broughton Construction and Home Repair. Knowledgeable, trustworthy, offering 30 years of experience in all forms of home repair and construction. Broughton Construction and Home Repair. Braton. You can search them out on Facebook. We'll come back and have a look at Billings Morning News, first look at it. And I was able to record capture some audio from, I think it was CNN last night when I got home. It's pretty raw, it's unedited, about the Brussels bombing that by now I'm sure that everybody's heard about. Tragic incidents in Brussels. We'll play some of that audio back for you as well coming up in a few minutes here. livinlargelarry.com for the show here from Billings, Montana, the Red Line Computer Studios. We're located in West Billings, Montana.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her?
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C, take charge?
Got to get this all straightened out. Give a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve! Is now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend?
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
I guess some would call it cold this morning here in Billings, Montana, from the Red Line Computer Studios in West Billings. All kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blindsmt.com. Quickie temperature check, and 29 and not quite 50 today. Couponing is back, and how would you like to look at a coupon magazine that's larger than the palm of your hands? Real sized Hometown Values coupon magazine. There's one built and issue out for your area in and around Billings and Laurel. Hometown Values, shop the original. Inside, practical couponing. Hometown Values, and log on to myhometownvalues.com. Check out the new Heights issue of Hometown Values.
I looked down at my hands and was like, wow, I'm performing CPR on this guy. And then I actually finally met him. That was probably one of the coolest parts of my life, being able to talk to a guy after I gave him CPR.
Reed was just 17 when he heard a cry for help. Thanks to his Red Cross training, he didn't freeze, he didn't panic, he knew exactly what to do. Red Cross training saves lives. Sign up for a class today at redcross.org.
It is remodeling time in your home or your office, and the windows are the most aesthetically pleasing area people look. The most important part of your home are your windows and your window treatments. All kinds of blinds and billings, all kinds of blindsmt.com with cellular blinds. The woven woods are available. Mini blinds of all sizes and styles and models. Talk to Bobby Gray at All Kinds of Blinds and ask about their security window film as well. All kinds of blinds and billings. All kinds of blindsmt.com.
Livin' Large Larry Live.
We broadcast from the Red Line Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana each morning, live for about an hour and a half or so. Then it becomes the podcast. As we're on YouTube and the TuneIn smartphone app for you. You can access all of our audio and video components. We'd appreciate that. Just log on to livinlargelarry.com to catch the show. And then it after the live portion, it, of course, loops throughout the day. You can catch the news and information in and around Billings, Montana, anytime you want. But in any event, good to have you along here. Some snow on the ground in Billings this morning. Yeah, and 29 from All Kinds of Blinds. Temperature check. And first look at Billings Morning News. A group of seniors from West High School are raising money to go on a trip to Poland this summer. While many students look forward to a fun and sunny destination during their summer trip, these girls are doing something different, spending a week walking through one of the most horror-filled places in history. The trip's going to take the students to Auschwitz, where over 6 million Jews were killed during the Holocaust. They'll take the trip with their teacher, Mr. Stanton, and Eva Kaur, who is an internment camp survivor. As we check out color8.com, ktvq.com, and the Billings Gazette for a good portion of our stories here on the show, the Billings Morning News. In any event, the girls will be hosting a fun run this coming Saturday. You can help out with their fundraising efforts. The 2-mile run will start at the Emmanuel Baptist Church on Shiloh at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. Entry is $20 per person and includes a T-shirt and snacks. Both Great American Bagel and Perkins have donated food for the event. And again, that fun run fundraiser for these West High students is this coming Saturday, March 26th, 8 a.m. at Emmanuel Baptist Church. The trip is scheduled for this coming July for the kids. Montana Governor Steve Bullock announced all flags to be flown at half-staff beginning now through Saturday, March 26th. The order comes in respect for the victims of the senseless acts of violence perpetrated in Brussels, Belgium. A quote from Governor Steve Bullock. So half-staff for your flags beginning now through this coming Saturday. And first look, Billings Morning News continues. The Montana Department of Justice has canceled the missing and endangered person advisory for 2 boys. Victor Kilsnight, 8 years of age, Kaylin Rogers, 12, have been located safe in Montana. That's according to the press release we received shortly after 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. The alert issued on Monday and stated the boys had been taken by their non-custodial father, Shem Kilsnight, from a Child Protective Services placement home in Browning back on February 11th. That's pretty much all the details we have on that. The effect of what happened in Brussels on Tuesday hit close to home here in Billings. Montana State University Billings is home to many international students, and Belgium is no exception. I woke up this morning, turned on my phone, and my phone just blew up, according to MSUB student from Brussels, Kamal Tal, describing what happened shortly after the explosions. As many as 150 international students attend MSUB here in Billings. Former President Bill Clinton has canceled a planned campaign visit to Cheyenne on behalf of his wife Hillary. Because of weather conditions, Clinton was scheduled to be in Cheyenne Wednesday morning this morning to campaign for Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, but Cheyenne right now, as you speak, actually is under a winter storm warning that's in effect through a good portion of Wednesday. So 3 to 8 inches of snow is forecast. So former President Bill Clinton has canceled that trip to Cheyenne this week. Pretty sure will be made up. The Billings Morning News first look for you there. All kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, mt.com, quickie temperature check, and snow and 29 in Billings. An expand look at the forecast at livinlargelarry.com. We have a weather button there at the homepage.
Hey y'all, I'm Blake Shelton. I love that country music connects people all over this great nation, but unfortunately so does something else, childhood hunger. 15 million children struggle with hunger in America. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks works to rescue our surplus food to help provide billions of meals to families in need across the country. Join the fight against hunger at feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
A quote from Brown's Automotive here in Billings. We promise you cost-effective solutions to get you back in the driver's seat. If you want true experience and dedication to the craft of auto repair, Brown's Automotive. For over 60 years now, Brown's Auto Service has delivered rock-star customer service. 4 locations around Billings: Brown's Auto Service on Broadwater, Brown's West Auto Service, corner of Rosebud and 20th Street. A couple of Brown's locations downtown, the Automatic Transmission Company is at 13th Street North and 1st Avenue North, and Brown's Rebuild Center is downtown, 18th Street North and 2nd Avenue North. Brown's Automotive in Billings, BrownsAutoBillings.com. Time for a haircut? Try Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights, if you want truly trained. I mean, these guys are trained barbers for straight razor shaves, or if you just want just a haircut. $10 for a basic haircut. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights. The best $10 haircut ever, and they don't take up a lot of time either. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, $10. Great haircut. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in Billings Heights, and proud sponsors and supporters of the 2016 Billings Wolves. It's Jim and Austin's Barbershop. If you've got us on YouTube right now, livinlargelarry.com. You can probably tell I got my hair cut too. Just yesterday, Jim and Austin's Barbershop, and it was literally my lunch hour in 10 minutes.
Join us at 1-888-858-1408.
We'll look into that audio I captured on CNN of the Brussels bombing late last night. Coming up on the show, livinlargelarry.com. On YouTube, TuneIn is what we'll use for our mobile phone, our smartphone app. TuneIn is a free app for you, and we're glad you're here. Our podcast in about an hour or so. So appreciate you being here. Livin Large Larry live at livinlargelarry.com from the Red Line Computer Studios in West Billings. Our What's Going On Around Town segment is underwritten and sponsored by Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical, and Refinery Inspection, and they're always giving back to the community. Log on and see what they're all about. BighornInspection.com. Thank a Local Leader campaign. The efforts connects directly to the 2016 Chamber Breakfast, which is coming up on March 31st, where Captain Sully Sullenberger will address the crowd on limitless leadership. That's the topic coming up on March 31st at the Rimrock Auto Arena. If you want details on getting involved in limitless leadership and how you can nominate through the Avitas group and thank a local leader, check out the Chamber of Commerce Facebook page. Healthy Kids Day at the YMCA in Billings is coming up on April 30th. That's the big day, 11 to 2, at the Billings Family YMCA. The Billings Wolves will be there signing autographs as well as taking pictures. There'll be no joiners fees for the day. And check out the $50 coupon off of campus, and lots of fun activities too for the kids and families. It's free too. Again, that's Healthy Kids Day at the YMCA in Billings on April 30th from 11 to 2. And a while away, next month, April 30th, make arrangements and plan on walking for Billings MS Walk, the annual event. The walk begins at 10 a.m. at the St. John's campus off of Shiloh. Accessible parking is available. And just so you know, they walk rain or shine. It's always a great event. Check out Walk MS vendors and sponsors of the event as well. Walk MS Billings raised over $78,000 every year, and they thank you for being part of that achievement in advance. Again, Walk MS Billings is coming up April 30th at St. John's Pavilion. The What's Going On segment is courtesy of Bighorn Inspection. Log on to bighorninspection.com. There has been an IRS data breach, and Lisa Woods of Woods Accounting will explain all of that to you, as well as over 50 new laws that are just out for the 2016 tax season at Woods Accounting. 1211 Grand Avenue, Suite number 4. Filing dates. Do you know what is due when? Tax returns and payroll taxes, estimated taxes. Lisa Woods of Woods Accounting. She does all of that and more. WoodsAccounting.com. Redline Computer Studios for the show. Worldwide web audience at livinlargelarry.com. Redline Computers. West Billings is where we put ourselves each morning for you for news centrally located around Billings and surrounding communities here, live and local. And Live and Large Larry Live, the show. All kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds. MT.com, quickie temperature check, and 28 snow on the ground in Billings. Not quite 50 today. Complete detailed forecast is on the way for you.
Livin' Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry Live.
LiveandLargeLarry.com and our show on the World Wide Web. Tune in, mobile app. And from the Brussels bombing audio I captured off of CNN last night. It's pretty raw here, but I think it's worth a listen to.
On other European services and U.S. and British services to help them along the way.
All kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, mt.com. Temperature check, snow in Billings this morning outside the Redline Computer Studios, and 28 now. Detailed forecast coming up for you. LivinLargeLarry.com on YouTube this morning.
The following message is brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be with the high purpose to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach this problem of reemployment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Your stuff can be a resource for change. Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org.
Keystone Mortgage has moved to a much larger location. Keystone Mortgage is our underwriter for our replay of the show, our podcast. Keystone Mortgage, purchase, refinance, investment properties, second home, anything dealing with mortgages. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. And that slogan fits. Keystone Mortgage Company, Keystone Mortgage, KeystoneHomeLoans.com. They are locally owned and operated, and you can search them out on Facebook. Just type in the keyword, the Keystone. Well into tax season, and hopefully you're feeling at ease. My family and workers feel at ease as we use Woods Accounting for our taxes. Lisa Woods, Woods Accounting, woodsaccounting.com. She'll educate you on what the 50 new tax laws are just approved for the 2016 tax season. If that's one of your anxieties, filing dates, she'll inform you of filing dates as well. Any questions related to the IRS? Maybe you received a state letter last year, and maybe you received one this year as well. Lisa Woods, Woods Accounting, can help you through it. Woods Accounting does payroll as well. woodsaccounting.com.
Livin' Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry live.
From Billings, Montana, World Wide Web, all at livinlargelarry.com. No G on Livin, livinlargelarry.com with YouTube. And hopefully you're taking advantage of the free download for your smartphones. We use the TuneIn smartphone app, free for you. And the Billings Morning News, I'll have that for you in a couple of minutes. And our Billings area forecast from Broughton Construction and Home Repair. No job too big or too small. They're offering 30 years now of experience in this area in concrete, remodeling, roofing, siding, and more. Broughton Construction and Home Repair, BRAATON. You'll find them on Facebook. A little bit of rain, a little bit of snow, maybe a mixture of the two off and on this afternoon in Billings. Up around 48, around 53 for tomorrow. Slight chance of showers off and on tonight into tomorrow and Friday through Sunday as well. Warms up for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday too, between 50 and 60 in Billings. Get a 5-day look at the forecast. Log on to livinlargelarry.com. Click on the weather button there at the homepage. Meantime, the Billings area forecast from Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, 1925 Grand Avenue. She'll show your home's true value and attention to details that'll help sell your home faster and for a better price. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, MontanaProperty.com. All kinds of blinds in Billings. Temperature check in 28. Snow this morning in Billings. Cindy Graff and her crew at N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, suite number 4, is excited about the evolution and the growth of N2 Cryotherapy. They've been in Billings, N2 Cryotherapy, since last July, and business is growing. And as of right now, she's targeting athletes, as in high school athletes or college or professional, for the wellness therapy out called cryotherapy. You can learn a little bit more about cryotherapy at n2cryo.com. N2 Cryotherapy, the only one in this region. N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, suite number 4. We'll have a talk with Cindy Graff from N2 Cryotherapy in a couple of minutes. I actually visited with her yesterday at the store, at her store, N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, about her involvement with the athletes of this past weekend's MMA fights over the Bighorn Resorts. Some great results and positive feedback that's on the way. There is a group of ladies, Carrie, Jamie Sue, and Christina KK, that have your back at Full Service Salon and Spa. It's called Quick Spa. Quick Spa is at 2348 Grand Avenue for spray tans or colon hydrotherapy, permanent makeup. We mentioned it's full service salon and spa, and they'll take care of your hair needs as well. Deep tissue massage, hot stone, body wraps. Jamie Sue has your nails with nail enhancements, gel polish, nail art, all at Quick Spa, quick-spa.com.
Call or email your Livin Large Larry Live show ideas. Larry at livinlargelarry.com and 1-888-858-1408.
Just a heads up, this is the final weekend coming up for skiing and snowboarding at Red Lodge Mountain. They're closing up a week earlier than normal for obvious reasons, because of the snowfall didn't happen too much this year at Red Lodge Mountain. So the 27th, Easter Sunday, will be their final day open for this season at Red Lodge Mountain. LivinLargeLarry.com, Redline Computer Studios.
Look at the Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com and on YouTube this morning. And schools in Montana can begin administering computer-based smarter balanced tests used for federal accountability purposes. Grades 3 through 8th take the exams, although it's unclear what role scores will play after new federal legislation scrapped a much revised yearly progress requirements. Fire officials are investigating a fire in Pompey's Pillar that burned 5 acres of timbered land and destroyed several buildings and vehicles over the weekend. The report now says that no injuries were reported in the fire on Sunday that damaged at least 3 unoccupied structures, 7 vehicles, and semi-trailers. Firefighters were able to prevent flames from reaching the post office and a nearby trailer home in Pompey's Pillar, and is leading to possible arson. Federal authorities are postponing a plan that would reduce hours at a 14-hour border crossing with Saskatchewan. Report says that U.S. Customs and Border Protection confirmed that it will not implement a reduced hour test period in April, as was previously planned. A 53-year-old woman from Rexburg, Idaho, was killed when the SUV she was riding crashed on I-90 near Columbus on Monday. A 68-year-old man from Rexburg fell asleep at the wheel at about 2:45 in the morning on Monday. He overcorrected, causing the SUV to roll several times. The victim and a 23-year-old man were not wearing seatbelts and were thrown from the SUV as it rolled, and the woman died at the scene. The young man was flown to a hospital in Billings to be treated for serious injuries, while the driver, who was wearing a seatbelt, was treated at the clinic in Columbus. The Montana Fish and Wildlife Commission has approved more than $458,000 in funding for 14 projects to improve fisheries across the state of Montana. It says the projects were approved for the winter funding cycle of the Future Fisheries Improvement Program. 6 of them are located west of the Continental Divide, and 8 are on the eastern side. Applications for the fisheries program summer grants are being accepted through June 1st. The U.S. Supreme Court has ruled on a 9-year legal fight between Wyoming and Montana over water rights on the Tongue River. The court ruled that Wyoming is liable for shorting Montana a total of 1,356 acre-feet of water in 2004 and 2006. The court ordered the case to be a special master to determine damages. Environmentalists and the U.S. government are finalizing an agreement to end a dispute over greenhouse gas emissions from federal oil and gas leases here in Montana. The environmentalist lawsuit says the government should require companies to reduce methane emissions from oil and gas fields leased on public lands in Montana. The environmentalist attorney says he expects the agreement to be finalized within the next month. And the State Justice Department has issued a missing and endangered person advisory for 2 Browning boys who were taken by their non-custodial father last month. Blackfeet Tribal Police say 8-year-old Victor Killsnight and 12-year-old Kaylin Rogers were taken by 37-year-old Shem Killsnight from a Child Protective Services placement home. Shem Killsnight is under investigation for child abuse. And a couple of sports stories. Former pro wrestler Hulk Hogan says he and his legal team made history. He spoke moments after a Florida jury hit Gawker Media and its founders with
$25 million in punitive damages for publishing a sex tape of Hogan. Now, that's in addition to the $115 million awarded to Hulk Hogan in the case just awarded last Friday. Gawker says it will appeal. Clint Dempsey is expected to play his first game with the U.S. soccer team since October, when the national team plays a World Cup qualifying match on Friday in Guatemala. The 33-year-old Dempsey was left off of the USA roster for 2 qualifying matches in November. Coach Jurgen Klinsmann cited the need to look at younger players, and he is back on the roster. And that's the Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com.
Join us at 1-888-858-1408.
From the Redline Computer Studios, West Billings, Montana, Live and Large Larry live at livinlargelarry.com. On YouTube, available there as well. And your smartphone mobile app is the TuneIn app for the show. Names you can trust? Well, one in the automotive industry is Brown's Auto Service. 4 locations. They're on Broadwater, 1144 Broadwater, Brown's West Auto Service, corner of Rosebud and 20th Street. Automatic transmission company through Brown's Automotive. Downtown Billings at 13th Street North and 1st Avenue North. And the downtown Brown's Rebuild Center at 18th Street North and 2nd Avenue North. Over 60 years of great communication skills and service. Brown's Automotive, 60 years in Billings. BrownsAutoBillings.com. All kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds. MT.com. Quickie temperature check and 28 snow on the ground in Billings, Montana. Here we are, March 23rd. It seems everywhere you look, there's values, there's coupons for this, coupons for that. But if you want the true value, get Hometown Values. Get it? Well, it's mailed to your home. Thousands get the Hometown Values magazine, and it is the real size of a magazine. It's not the size of the palm of your hand. And look through it. Practical items, Hometown Values for each section of our area. Hometown Values, Billings and Laurel. It's probably on your counter right now, by the way, or your mailbox. Log on to myhometownvalues.com. Time for a haircut? Try Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights, if you want truly trained. I mean, these guys are trained barbers for straight razor shaves, or if you just want just a haircut. $10 for a basic haircut. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights. The best $10 haircut ever, and they don't take up a lot of time either. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, $10. Great haircut. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in Billings Heights, and proud sponsors and supporters of the 2016 Billings Wolves. It's Jim and Austin's Barbershop.
Livin' Large Larry live.
Incidentally, the Billings Wolves are back at it this coming Saturday night. I'll be the on-field MC for the Billings Wolves at Rimrock Auto Arena, EFX Sports Field, 7 p.m. with the Iowa Barnstormers coming to town, the Billings Wolves in the IFL. Home game this coming Saturday, the 26th at Rimrock Auto Arena. Keystone Mortgage has moved to a much larger location. Keystone Mortgage is our underwriter for our replay of the show, our podcast. Keystone Mortgage, purchase, refinance, investment properties, second home, anything dealing with mortgages. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. And that slogan fits. Keystone Mortgage Company, Keystone Mortgage, KeystoneHomeLoans.com. They are locally owned and operated, and you can search them out on Facebook. Just type in the keyword, the Keystone. And a talk with Cindy Graff from N2 Cryotherapy, and her athletes just got done with an MMA event at Bighorn Resort last weekend with huge success coming up here. LiveandLargeLarry.com on YouTube this morning.
Join us at 1-888-858-1408.
The replay of our recording talk with Cindy Graff of N2 Cryotherapy from Keystone Mortgage in downtown Billings.
At N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, Suite number 4 with Cindy Graff, and let's talk cryotherapy, into cryotherapy. So let's review the MMAs from Bighorn Resort over the weekend.
Oh my gosh, I tell you, I'm surprised you couldn't hear me yelling across the city. I was jumping up and down and so excited. All 4 athletes that came in to use cryotherapy as part of their training won, and 2 of them took the title. So we're really, really proud of our athletes right now.
I see that as being that Cindy Graff could be the manager of all these fighters down the road.
Oh, no, but I sure do like meeting them and have them come in here. And now we can show exactly how it has helped them, how they got a win using the recovery. The recovery is key.
So talk about the atmosphere of the MMA fights in Billings last weekend, what it was like, what did the fans act like, and what did you see out there?
I want to tell you, if you have not been to one of these fights yet here in Billings, you need to go. They're for families. Bring your family. See the great athletes and see how they work. And then you have a great time with your family right there. It's just very, very upbeat and very fun for everyone that's there.
When I met with Mikey Maniac Zindler over here at Into Cryotherapy to talk cryotherapy, how it's helped his life, he is truly dedicated to the treatment of cryotherapy.
He is, and boy, I tell you, I got one big hug from him when he came down off that win, and I was just so excited for him and our other athletes. Brian Borst at 125, boy, he was the nail biter of the whole thing. He went all 3 rounds, and it was a unanimous decision that he won, and he took the belt away from the other guy. So at 125, he now holds the belt, championship belt, for the Fight Force League.
Now, you mentioned 4 of your athletes. You were 4-4 at the most recent fights. Who are the other 2 fighters in?
Then we have Josh Whaley, who's been coming in and training at 185, took his. And then we have our ring boxer, Eric Simonton, and he does more boxing. It's caged boxing, and he took his round also, took the win.
And what about new business since the fight into cryotherapy?
A lot of people calling, a lot of people liking the page and checking it out. So we also have another fighter from the Grindhouse come in, Tyler Vogel has been a part of the World Series of fighting just about 2 weeks ago. In fact, he didn't win that one, but he's coming back even stronger, and he'll be in the fight for May. So we'll be seeing him here at N2 Cryotherapy.
I was talking to another client of mine earlier this week, and we were talking about N2 Cryotherapy. She asked how things are going out here, and I'll pose this question to you the way I kind of explained it to her. When you launched N2 Cryotherapy here in Billings last July, did you think your clientele would be so athletic-oriented at that time?
Well, we wanted it to be. First, of course, we got the pain people. They really came in and they're really using it. But now the athletes are learning more and more about it through the pro athletes and their use of the cryotherapy machine. So now as these athletes are coming in and trying it, experiencing it, how it can affect their actual matches, their actual bouts, they're enjoying it and they are coming back for more.
What are you looking for heading into summertime here at N2 Cryotherapy?
Well, we've got some outdoor football coming up with Billings Extreme, and we'll be seeing them coming in and hitting the cryo chamber for that. Looking forward to the Montana Women's Run. Also got a few people that are going to use this as their recovery for while they're training for that. So a lot of runs coming up for folks. Right here, we've got your recovery.
I'm guessing that, baseball's huge in Billings and surrounding communities, and there's a lot of baseball in town. I would assume that cryotherapy through N2 Cryotherapy would be good for baseball and softball athletes as well.
Yes, I was going to say, and softball. We've had some gals from West who play softball for West that come over and took a tour and are checking it out. So, and we've also got our track from the high school athletes in track coming by to check it out. So.
And before you know it, it'll be football season again for outdoor football.
Yes, it will. It will be, and we are excited. The Extreme will be starting next month. Yeah, we're here in a week or so, 10 days, and so make sure you guys come on out and support those guys. We will have tickets here for you to be sold, so when we get them, we'll put it out on Facebook.
And when you Google out the Billings Extreme, the Extreme is spelled with X, X-T-R-E-M-E.
Yes, it is. Isn't that neat? And they've got a great logo. So go ahead and check them out on Facebook. We'll be sponsoring part of their games, and so we'll be having their tickets for sale here.
And keep talking up N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West in Billings. N2cryo.com for a little bit about cryotherapy and more what N2 Cryotherapy offers. Cindy Graff, thanks. Appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you, Larry. Have a great day.
All kinds of blinds in Billings. All kinds of blinds. MT.com. Quickie temperature check and 28. And some snow on the ground in Billings as it's March 23rd. It's the fourth time it's snowed all year in Billings, so we're excited about that. Get a complete forecast, 3-day to 5-day look into Easter weekend. Click on the weather button at our website, livinlargelarry.com.
Call or email your Livin' Large Larry Live show ideas. Larry at livinlargelarry.com and 1-888-858-1408.
It is remodeling time in your home or your office, and the windows are the most aesthetically pleasing area people look. The most important part of your home are your windows and your window treatments. All kinds of blinds and Billings, all kinds of blindsmt.com with cellular blinds. The woven woods are available. Mini blinds of all sizes and styles and models. Talk to Bobby Gray at All Kinds of Blinds and ask about their security window film as well. All kinds of blinds and Billings. All kinds of blindsmt.com. Whether it's permanent makeup or spray tans or work on your fingernails or pedicures, massage. Sounds like a full-service salon and spa to me. It is Quick Spa, 2348 Grand Avenue. Ask for the Saturday hours as well, open all week long as well. Colon hydrotherapy, spray tans, permanent makeup, and massages that work for you. Hot stone, deep tissue, body wraps, nail enhancements, and nail arts, and more. And hair as well at Quick Spa. Quick-spa.com. With Christina KK, Carrie, and Jamie Sue. Smart Strand Forever Clean, the world's toughest carpet, and it is available at Rimrock Flooring on Central Avenue. RimrockFlooringMT.com, as Mark Wotan and his staff are into year number 2 of doing business in the flooring industry in Billings. Rimrock Flooring, RimrockFlooringMT.com. 1440 Central Avenue. Ask about Smart Strand. Swiss Trax Inc. offers a practical and modern alternative to standard concrete and epoxy garage flooring and garage floor tiles as well. Swiss Trax. Look at the samples at Rimrock Flooring in Billings. See how easy it is to put that new garage floor layout down. There's a really cool video on Rimrock Flooring's Facebook page. Anybody can do it. You can lay this down yourself. Check it out. The product available at Rimrock Flooring on Central and Billings. LivinLargeLarry.com to show Livin' Large Larry live from the Red Line Computer Studios. And glad you're here on the World Wide Web, watching us through YouTube at the website or on your smartphones, checking us out through the TuneIn app. And on my afternoon show on KGHL Radio, 3 to 6 weekdays, AM 790. I had a nice talk with Denise Smith. She's with marketing and public relations with the Montana Rescue Mission and their annual Easter Sunday meal serving coming up this weekend. On Sunday, it's coming up.
Livin' Large Larry Live from the Red Line Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry Live.
Denise Smith, Public Relations and Marketing Director for the Montana Rescue Mission. First of all, before we start talking about Easter and what's happening with the Montana Rescue Mission in regards to Easter, what happened to MRM's kitchen?
We needed to upgrade the equipment and just do a regular old upgrade, so bring it up to code. That's what we're in the middle of.
And I read the report this morning that the Friendship House is offering up their kitchen to help you guys out with the feast for Easter.
They are. Pilgrim Church has been helping us out up until this point, but they have a big Easter event themselves. So Friendship House has stepped up to the plate and said, come on down, cook out of our kitchen, and then we'll bring that over to the men's shelter and serve it just like we normally do.
That is awesome. So you're in need of some food, some ham and some red potatoes for the big Easter meal. How can we help you out?
Yeah, we are in need of ham and red potatoes. We are also in need of things that go into making a green bean casserole.
Okay, and where can people drop those off once they purchase them for you guys?
If they could drop them off at the men's shelter, which is 2822 Minnesota Avenue, that'd be fantastic.
And you would like those probably by 5 o'clock on Friday, most likely?
At the latest, yeah.
All right.
We've already started doing the prep work.
Let's talk about Easter Sunday coming up. What do you have planned? I know you have probably over 400 meals that you're going to serve actually through the Montana Rescue Mission, plus deliveries and things like that.
Yes. Well, that's roughly half of those will be delivered to the homebound.
And if somebody needs delivery, if they're not part of the Meals on Wheels, how can they get a hold of you?
They can call our main office, which is 259-3800, and request to be put on the list if they're not on Meals on Wheels or the Big Sky distribution as well.
Is the partnership with the Yellowstone Boys and Girls Ranch to help deliver, is that something new this year with Montana Rescue Mission Easter Meal?
No, they came out and helped us on Christmas as well, and so they're bringing about 15 kids down again this time. And it's just an opportunity for those kids to give back to the community and to really learn that they're not as unfortunate. Their lives are pretty blessed in comparison to some individuals.
Yeah, teach them while they're young. That's a great idea. Do you need any more volunteer drivers for Easter Sunday?
We could sure use some help in that arena, yes.
And how can we help you out that way?
Again, if folks could call 259-3800, ask to speak to Ryan, he'll get them signed up.
All right, so on Easter Sunday, give us the itinerary of times and what to expect for the Easter meal.
So we'll have meals start to be distributed about 11:30, and then we have a chapel service at noon in our men's shelter chapel. So we welcome anybody from the public that needs a place to go and worship on this holy day to come on down and spend time in worship with us. And then the meal itself will be served from 1 to 3 o'clock.
Okay, and the men's shelter, 2822 Minnesota Avenue, part of the Montana Rescue Mission. And do you have a crew to clean things up when you're all done with the event?
Yep, we're pretty good to go there.
All right, so the big push is let's get some ham and some red potatoes over to the Montana Rescue Mission for Easter Sunday, and we'll try for a goal on that by 5 o'clock on Friday.
Yep, 5 o'clock on Friday with bringing donations down, as well as signing up to volunteer or signing up if you're homebound and need a meal distributed to you.
All right, Denise Smith, Public Relations Marketing Manager at the Montana Rescue Mission. Happy Easter to you.
Happy Easter to you, Larry.
Livin Large Larry Live.
All kinds of blinds in Billings. Temperature check. Snow in Billings and 29. Complete forecast. Here you go. And our Billings area forecast from Broughton Construction and Home Repair. No job too big or too small. They're offering 30 years now of experience in this area in concrete, remodeling, roofing, siding, and more. Broughton Construction and Home Repair, BRAATON. You'll find them on Facebook. A little bit of rain, a little bit of snow, maybe a mixture of the two off and on this afternoon in Billings. Up around 48, around 53 for tomorrow. Slight chance of showers off and on tonight into tomorrow and Friday through Sunday as well. Warms up for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday too, between 50 and 60 in Billings. Get a 5-day look at the forecast. Log on to livinlargelarry.com. Click on the weather button there at the homepage. Meantime, the Billings area forecast from Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, 1925 Grand Avenue. She'll show your home's true value and attention to details that'll help sell your home faster and for a better price. Jade Furman of Landmark Realtors, MontanaProperty.com.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
the Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com. You may have heard by now, I'm sure you have, ISIS claimed to strike yet again on European soil Tuesday, saying its fighters launched an attack on the airport and subway station in Belgium's capital, killed at least 30 people, wounded about 230 more, and these numbers will change over the next couple of days or so. A Belgian government representative told media that 20 people died at the Maelbeek metro station, 130 were wounded there, plus 10 more were killed, and 100 wounded at Brussels International Airport. And again, the numbers will likely change by the end of the morning. Bradley Shoemaker was named Yellowstone County's new Emergency and General Services Director on Tuesday morning. Yellowstone County Commissioners chose between 3 top candidates and chose Bradley Shoemaker. Shoemaker currently is with the Montana Department of Natural Resources as an area forester. He has a master's in all hazards emergency management. And Shoemaker starts on April 1st this year. Said he'll serve as a coordinator to get the fire department, sheriff's office, and hospitals on the same page and prepared before an emergency happens. His role includes preparing for things that are unlikely to happen, everything from terror to weather to accidents. Again, he starts, Bradley Shoemaker, begins on April 1st. Governor Steve Bullock made a stop in Billings on Tuesday to announce an online tool available for you if you're interested in starting up a business in Montana. The Montana Business Navigator is available for prospective business owners who want help with streamlining the process of filing for permits and licenses. The Navigator is part of Bullock's Main Street Montana Business Program. Bullock discussed the Navigator and the current state economy at Elation, which is the Billings company focused on workplace productivity and employee engagement. We utilize KTVQ.com, Color8.com, the Billings Gazette for a lot of our gathering of news stories here on the show. As part of Women's History Month, for the first time on Tuesday, the Air Force all-female missile alert crews at Malmstrom, Minot, and F.E. Warren Air Force bases. 12th Missile Squadron Captain Ebony Godfrey says when she arrived at Malmstrom 5 years ago, there were not enough women to be able to do this. At Malmstrom, the all-female alert crews attended a pre-departure briefing. They conducted mission planning and then headed out to their assigned alert facilities. The crews consisted of 90 women at 45 missile alert facilities at the 3 missile bases. And former Montana basketball head coach for the Grizz basketball team, Mike Montgomery, will be honored for his significant contributions to collegiate athletics as part of the National Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame class of 2016. Mike Montgomery, along with 6 prolific players and another highly successful coach, will be inducted on November 18th in Kansas City. Montgomery in the Hall of Fame's class of 2016 will also be on hand at the Final Four in Houston and will be introduced on court during the semifinals coming up on Saturday, April 2nd. Montgomery led the Grizzlies for 8 seasons between 1978 and 1986. He earned 155 wins, highlighted by 4 straight 20-plus win seasons and 8 straight trips to the Big Sky Championship tournament. Congratulations, ex-basketball Grizz coach Mike Montgomery. That is the Billings Morning News. A look at it at livinlargelarry.com. If you have a moment, each afternoon I host a radio show on AM 790, the Mighty 790 KGHL, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Also at mighty790.com. They're on the TuneIn app as well, like our show here in the morning at livinlargelarry.com. If you have a chance, check me out on KGHL. Meantime, have a productive day. I'll see you around town.